NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, presents the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships live from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And this morning we kick things off in Class D1, a battle between the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie and the Flyers of Humphrey St. Francis. And good morning, everybody. I'm Larry Putney along with Kathy Wieskamp. Great to have you with us for what's going to be a long day of nothing but high school volleyball. By the time the day is over, 6 state champions will be crowned, and we kick things off, as we said, in Class D1. Really 2 different teams and different programs in Humphrey St. Francis and Bancroft-Rosalie.
Humphrey St. Francis comes in. This is their 4th straight chance at the championship. Bancroft-Rosalie comes in. This is their first final championship, so completely opposite. Tradition and experience for Humphrey St. Francis, they feel is really an advantage for them. However, Bancroft-Rosalie is on a 27-game winning streak, so they're hoping that's going to take them through the championship.
Well, there's another little added extra here. These two consider each other rivals, so when you're playing your rival in a state championship match, that should make it interesting, and understandably so when you look at how close they are to each other. Both consider themselves from northeast Nebraska. Bancroft-Rosalie and Humphrey St. Francis, both in that northeastern edge of the state of Nebraska. Here is how they got to where they are today. Humphrey St. Francis knocking off Freeman in round 1. Freeman was one of the top seeds in the tournament. Then St. Francis knocked off the #1 seed in Archbishop Bergen of Fremont to get here today. Bancroft-Rosalie, a couple of big wins themselves over Ansley 3-0, and then they knocked off Lawrence Nelson, the Raiders, 3-1 to get to the championship. It's Humphrey St. Francis and Bancroft-Rosalie coming up next from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska. All day high school championships. You don't want to miss it here on NET.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's a good block at the net. It's an ace on the first serve. It's the cheer of the crowd and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
And welcome back to Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Class D1 State Championship about to get underway between Bancroft-Rosalie and Humphrey St. Francis. You know, NET Sports coverage of the NSAA Volleyball Championships is being carried live over the internet. If you know friends or family who would like to watch today's events and they don't have access to NET1, well, just have them log on to our network website. That's netnebraska.org. Click on sports. You can follow the prompts very easily to high school volleyball. They'll be able to watch all of the action live on the internet. Once again, that's netnebraska.org. This is a free service of NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. And you can see the teams ready for the starting lineups. Our public address announcer this morning is Doc Weiniger. Let's go to Doc with the starting lineups.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, its member schools, and U.S. Bank, welcome to the Pershing Center for the 2007 Class D1 State Championship Volleyball match. Today's match features the Humphrey St. Francis Flyers versus the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in today's match. First for the home team, the Humphrey St. Francis Flyers. Number 1, Elissa Jarez. Number 2, Molly McPhillips. Number 3, Leah Eisenmenger. Number 4, Emily German. Number 7, Natalie Pfeiffer. Number 8, Jill Besch. Number 9, Melanie Vike. Number 10, Tasha Wemhoff. Number 11, Susan Rollman. Number 12, Kelsey Foltz. Number 13, Jenny Wemhoff. Number 14, Kim Foltz. Number 16, Rebecca Mossbach. And number 21, Kara Eisenmenger. Assistant coach for Humphrey St. Francis is Mary Crumley. The head coach is Dean Corris. And now, let's meet the visiting team, the Bancroft-Rosalie Panthers. Number 1, Megan Stansberry. Number 2, Morgan Knipple. Number 3, Katie Stansberry. Number 5, Aisleen Marr. Number 7, Paige Gokin. Number 8, Shelby Badette. Number 9, Katie Vogt. Number 10, Taylor Ostrand. Number 11, Tracy Newman. Number 12, Mackenzie Knipple. Number 13, Erin Butler. Number 15, Ingrid Larson. Number 17, Chelsea Saul. Number 22, Kayleen Anderson. Assistant coach for Bancroft-Rosalie is Becca Weborg. The head coach is Rebecca James. Today's match officials are Doug Bartek and Roger Rykowski. The standby official is Kim Hefflinger. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. At this time, would you please rise as we honor our flag and our country with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem today will be Erica Spaniers. Erica is a junior from Dorchester High School and is the daughter of Keith and Deb Spaniers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Erica Spaniers.
And that's Erica Spaniers, a junior from Dorchester High School. Terrific job by Erica starting our morning session off at the NSAA Volleyball championships, and we begin in Class D1 this morning. Bancroft-Rosalie and Humphrey St. Francis. We talked about the difference in the two teams and their experience here at state. There's also a very big difference in the way they will attack their opponent. Look for Humphrey St. Francis to go strictly with a couple of hitters. Susan Rollman and Rebecca Mossbach, they're the two big hitters for Humphrey St. Francis.
Mossbach has 314 kills coming into this tournament, and Rollman with 248. Both of them play the middle position. They utilize them along the net several places, but they really are the focal point of the Humphrey St. Francis offense.
Should be easy to call Rollman and Mossbach all morning long for Humphrey St. Francis. On the other side, Bancroft-Rosalie, they split it up or break it up a little bit more, distribute a little better. Nipple, Stansberry, Gokin, Baudette, all with more than 100 kills.
They really have much more of a balanced offense. A lot of balls going to the outside. They are led by middle, Paige Gokin, but really they're very balanced in their offensive attack and approach. We'll see if that's an advantage or the middle, the power of the middle of Humphrey St. Francis.
You coached for a long time in high school volleyball. What's it like getting up and playing bright and early at 9:30 in the morning?
It is out of character. However, a lot of these teams play in tournaments where they are playing early in the morning, so they have been there before.
There's our officials today, Doug Bartek, Roger Rykovsky. They'll be doing the job up in the tower and on the floor for you in this Class D1 state championship battle to start things off. And serving first, it'll be Bancroft-Rosalie. Morgan Nipple with the serve. They'll go outside. Mossbach, and a good up. The other side, Stansberry can't get it to go. This time they'll split it up a little bit. And the kill by German, Emily German on the outside.
German getting and going right away. We talked about the balance. Getting an attack off right from the get-go is a good feeling and a good start.
Played at 25 in high school volleyball. Another nice dig there by Nipple. And a swing. Stansberry can't get that down. They'll track it down and get over the net. Free ball. Let's see what the Flyers can do with it. The Flyers go back to German. German with the tip. Tried to push, did Baudette. Baudette can't get it down.
Just a little tight for Baudette. She's trying to go up with the two hands to get it over, is not able to capitalize.
So 1-1, St. Francis and Bancroft-Rosalie. And a serve into the net by the Flyers, Emily German.
That's one thing playing here at Pershing. There's a lot of open space around the edges and particularly on the ends, and that depth perception, that was a short serve there, but just that depth perception, you've got to really focus on that first couple serves.
Yeah, I would imagine as much room at the ends of this court as any court they've played on all year, including yesterday. Even if they played here yesterday, the courts went the other way and they split into two separate courts.
Right. Mossbach there in the net being very aggressive. She's a strong blocker as well as a strong attacker, but gets her wrists in the net.
So 3-1 Bancroft-Rosalie here in game number one. Boy, both players thought they were going to let it go, but Rollman's hands got it at the back line, and we'll call it an ace.
Just at the last minute hesitation, one player needs to pursue and take the ball. The other needs to help out by communicating in and out. Get to that line, give her the call. Help each other out.
Kayleen Anderson, the sophomore, serves. Push to the middle, Mossbach one more time, and Mossbach this time just inside that back line.
Mossbach gets up after the ball, is aggressive, really works those deep shots. She gets on top of it. She can send it short in the court as well.
Humphrey St. Francis off of last year's teamers. Look at Tasha Wimhoff for St. Francis. Lost 5 seniors off of last year's team, which was in the state championship match. We're going to call a tip there, and the kill goes to Katie Stansberry.
Katie Stansberry tools the hit off the blocker's hands.
Stansberry with over 200 kills on the year. Now back to serve, Shelby Baudette. That swing is long. Make it 6-2 now.
Kelsey Foltz is a left-handed hitter, so when she hits on that outside left side, it's really an offhand, so she's really got to work hard to get her shoulder right on that ball.
Go back to Mossbach again. This time, cuts it a little and just inside the line.
There you're going to see Mossbach hit from the right side. They're going to utilize her. Even though she's playing a middle blocking position, she's going to attack from all over across, from pin to pin on the net.
Mossbach, one of the juniors, obviously, on last year's team. Senior this year. but lost 5 of her teammates from that state championship, and there's a big swing.
Huge hit there by Paige Gogan. She goes up after it. She's got nice spring, pops off the floor quick. You can see she gets up, pops it through the gap.
7-5 Panthers with an ace there to make it 8-3 now.
Tough serve there by Katie Stansberry. Aggressive with a serve, 41 coming into the state tournament.
Stansberry, that all-around player, 190, over 200 kills, 160 digs, plays the back row as well. Good dig by Bodette. And at the net, that'll fall in front, and it was blocked by Rollman. Oh, Susan Rollman there. And here's a look at Kim Foltz, the senior outside hitter. On the slide, pushed across. Gokin gets the kill.
Rollman tries to play it out of the net, just sits on her arms a little too long, called for a carry.
Megan Stansberry. Swing by Rollman. Rollman blocked back. They'll push it back out. German with the tip. Nice dig from the back row. Stansberry can't terminate. Pushed across. They're going to call 4 hits on the Panthers.
Kayleen Anderson going up after it, tips it, wasn't quite able to get it over top the tape, and calls for 4.
Kelsey Foltz now back to serve for the Humphrey St. Francis Lady Flyers. 25-4, the ace by Foltz.
Just some communication, both players just need to talk there. Somebody commit and take that ball. They've already talked about what they're gonna, adjustments they're gonna make.
Foltz serves as an outside hitter as well as a setter, and that time serves into the net. So 10-6 now. Bancroft-Rosalie, the Panthers with the early lead. And back to serve Paige Gokin. Gokin, a junior middle blocker, leads this team in kills. You've seen her big swing already. That's pushed to the back. Stansberry is long.
Stansberry trying to get a strong attack off, goes after it, very aggressive, just gets it a little long.
There's Roman, the 6-foot junior. Short serve. Nice hustle there to get to it by Nipple. Now in the middle. Mosbaugh blocked back, and a big block in the middle by the Panthers.
Buddy Bodette was in the middle of that, going up strong. You got to be up strong. There's a triple block here, as we see on the replay, but Bodette really, her hands on it, pushing it across.
A little early on the serve was Nipple, so she will take it and wait for the up official, Doug Bartek's instructions. Roger Rakowski up top. And the swing there is long. Make it 11-8 now.
Came back real quick to Bancroft-Rosalie. I like the aggressive swing, just wasn't able to get on top of there by Shelby Bodeau.
Here's Emily German. Emily's serve a little long as well.
A lot of power on that one. And just again, acclimating to the space around the court. The first couple times back there, just really got to get comfortable and focus in.
Kayleen Anderson, a sophomore. Pushed outside. Good up by Gokin. Now outside. Stansberry didn't terminate. We'll go back one more time. Foltz can't get it down. And Foltz again. Nice rally here. You'll see that in high school volleyball. A few more rallies, but a big block there by Rebecca Moschbach.
Huge block by Rebecca Moschbach. She's up there. She's a tough block to get by, but she's also very physically strong, shoulder strong. Look, the good penetration over the top of the net. Beautiful.
314 kills on the season for Moschbach, 78 blocks. Led her squad in both categories coming into the state tournament. Stansberry just off the top of her hands there. That makes it 12-10, and Lady Flyers slowly dragging themselves back into this one. There's Tasha Wimhoff now to serve. Wimhoff, a sophomore. Outside to the left-handed Baudette. And Mosbach once again.
She just patrols up at the net. She moves very well across the net and is up there and able to send it right back or be a strong block. She's a strong front row player.
St. Francis back to within 1. And now off the Mosbach block, it's all even at 12. Mosbach really stepping up in these last 3 points.
Here you can see great setup here by Kelsey Foltz as well, but Mosbach just so solid at the block.
Blocked again.
Baudette going up and trying to cut it inside, but Mosbach is there.
And we're going to have a timeout on the floor as we take one more look at it.
The strong blocking here of Humphrey St. Francis, and particularly Rebecca Mosbach, is really giving them a surge here in game number 1.
And if you'd like a DVD copy of these 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships, log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET, or you can call 1-800-868-1868. NET Television is Nebraska's home for sports. So after taking an early lead, the Panthers have run into a little bit of Rebecca Mosbach, and Rebecca James wants to talk things over in her 3rd year as the head coach of the Bancroft-Rosalie Panthers.
And currently Mosbach is in the right front rotation. They'll be glad to try and push her around to the back row. She's just such a strong, dynamic player up in the front.
I go back row, roll shot. Gokin can't get that down. Nice dunk try, and it's pushed back over and out. So St. Francis on top 14-12 now. A 5-0 run by the Flyers. Nice dig there, Mosbach in the middle. And the angle is just wide.
But a net call, up official call, Bancroft-Rosalie in the net, continuing the scoring run here of St. Francis.
So Tasha Wimhoff continues her serve. 6 straight, Stansberry across. Now pushed outside, roll shot, not
Nice
good by
up.
Foltz, good up. And right into the net goes Nipple. 7-0 run now for the Lady Flyers. 25-4 on the season. Dean Corus and this squad knows what it's like to be in a state championship game. This is their 4th straight state title game, and finally Katie Stansberry puts an end to that run.
Comes in a nice hard shot underneath the blocker's hands. That's just what this Bancroft-Rosalie team needs. They need to get that ball back and be in charge with a strong serve.
Pushed back. Not much to work with there from Mosbach. Back to Stansberry again. Mosbach in the middle. Good up by Kayleen Anderson. Stansberry pushing across, but wide.
Megan Stansberry pushed it a little too far, made it very difficult for Katie Stansberry to get a good hand on it. She's just really reaching out. Just help each other out there. They'll make that adjustment. I see him again talking out on the court. That shows signs of strong players, good team chemistry.
Outside, Gokin. Gokin blocked and down. Boy, that was close to just going out. Must have hit the line off the block.
And just rolled off the hands of Rollman and landed inside that sideline.
So a 5-point lead by St. Francis at 18-13. And Mosbach now with the ace serve. She's doing it all for the Lady Flyers.
And really, the strong serving of St. Francis has really pressed the Panthers at Bancroft-Rosalie.
So Rebecca James will take a timeout for the Bancroft-Rosalie Panthers, coming in at 29-2 on the season. James in her 3rd year. Bancroft-Rosalie coming out of the Lewis and Clark Conference. The Flyers in the Cornhusker Conference, right beside each other, those two conferences, and they see a lot of intra-conference play between the two. Well, NET has been delivering exciting sports action into your living room for many years, and now You can join the Sports Partners Club to ensure that your favorite sports programs like this one continue. To learn how to become a charter member of the Sports Partners Club, please log on to netnebraska.org/sports. You can receive a charter member gift certificate, a duffel bag, a poster of the famous Matt Davison catch, and help us deliver inspiring sports action by supporting NET Sports Partners Club. Log on today, netnebraska.org. And another point for the Panthers. That time they stopped that run and make it 19-14 now.
Gokin, a nice strong swing on the outside. You can see she's very determined out there on the court, trying to get her team's offense in system.
And the ace. So the Panthers out of the timeout put a couple of runs together, and a nice serve there by Katie Stansberry.
Katie's very aggressive from the serving line. She really goes hard at the opponent with her serve.
Just long on the serve there.
Unfortunately, just hit the ground before it hit Moshbot. Just rebounded. She was really trying to get out of the way. It was just far enough out of the road of the flight.
Kim Foltz now to serve. Pushed in the middle. Swing by Gokin. Gokin blocked back and out.
Rollman right there to meet her at the net, one-on-one. Rollman's got a nice high contact as well. She reaches across and blocks Gokin.
Foltz, short serve. Handled by Anderson. Back row Stansberry.
Great effort.
And it hits the top of the scoreboard and back down on the Flyers' side. So Bancroft-Rosalie with the point. You see it right there, smack the bottom of that scoreboard that hangs just above the net here at Pershing Auditorium.
Great defensive pursuit, though, there by the Flyers.
And a nice up there and a good pass tipped across. I go back to Gokin in the middle. Gokin off the block, and Gokin with the kill. Here comes the Panthers.
That one-on-one matchup. Gokin is a player who can really step things up, get her team going. She led this team in kills coming off the regular season, 208. She's going to be a critical player for them up in the front.
Megan Stansberry back in, and they're going to call a tip. They're going to say it hit her before it hit the ground.
That time she was unable to get out of the way quick enough. Here you get a chance to see it again, coming deep. She's staying deep, trying to move at the last second, and caught her on the toe.
Pushed across by Rollman. Nipple can't terminate. Now German. Nice up there by the Flyers. In the middle, Rollman. Good rally here by St. Francis and Bancroft-Rosalie.
Both teams very organized here. They're doing a tremendous job. Love it.
Bodette with a nice diving save. And another one on the other side. That's Wimhoff. In the middle, and finally the kill in the middle, Paige Gokin.
Just a great display of both teams staying organized and pursuing ball. Gokin comes in to finish it off with a strong swing in the middle.
And this time it's Dean Corris in his 24th year as the head coach, calling a timeout for the Lady Flyers.
And Bancroft-Rosalie finished their game last night at 10 o'clock. So coming back, playing this first 9:30 match of the morning, they see a lot of heart and a lot of, again, pursuit and determination.
10 o'clock last night?
10 o'clock.
Well, join NET Television in honoring Americans who have served or are currently serving in the United States military. NET will broadcast a special honor roll tomorrow in tribute to the men and women who protect our freedom. Join us as we present the Nebraska Veterans Honor Roll tomorrow at noon and 6 Central Time only on NET1. So Bancroft-Rosalie battling back, and they're back to within one at 21-19. Rollman can't get that to go. Outside, Stansberry. The other side, Rollman again, and Rollman is long. They're going to call tip. No tip. Bancroft-Rosalie, the Panthers, within one at 21-20. Great first game.
Definitely.
Great way to open up the state tournament.
Both teams really feel like they're very comfortable right now as they're working collectively together, getting some long rallies, some strong play.
Good tip by Rollman, but a better up. by Stansberry, and the swing is long. One and up and a save to save the point by Stansberry, all even at 21.
Nice strong move there by German to go after it. Just a little bit long on that contact.
Wimhoff in the middle. Rollman block back. Wimhoff pushes it over. Panthers, they'll go to Gokin, and Gokin just inside the line. Another kill.
Gokin is up again in that middle. She's a player. You can see a lot of energy, enthusiasm, but again, quick swing can really turn a team around.
Wimhoff. Blocked back. Sherman couldn't get it through. Make it now 23-21 Panthers.
Paige Gokin and Kayleen Anderson up at the net playing very strong. You can see quick turnaround. There is not that fatigue. They're really just kind of waking up again, I believe.
So another timeout. This time Dean Korth takes it. And the two squads will talk things over as Bancroft-Rosalie 2 away from game number 1. Well, tonight after the Class C2 game, watch a moving tribute as Nebraska World War II veterans tell their story. This NET production is a tribute to the servicemen and women who served during World War II. You don't want to miss the war, Nebraska stories, following the Class C2 championship tonight on NET1. (23-21) now. Panthers 2 away. They go to the right side. This time the left-handed swing. The Folds can't get it down. And that dig will be out.
Gokin changing it up. She's been going hard to the left side. She takes it there and turns it across to the right side. And the power popped it up and out of bounds.
Game point Panthers. And at the net one more time, it's Gokin.
How fitting for her to finish game 1 off. She really turned things around for this team as she rotated to the net.
So Paige Gokin gives Bancroft-Rosalie game number 1 at 25-21 in the NSAA championships.
Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Escalator or stairs? It may seem like an easy choice, but the hard truth is the illness and disease that result from inactivity cost about $76 billion a year to treat. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, we believe that cost is much too high, and not just in terms of money. So when it comes to keeping you healthy and keeping healthcare affordable, walking works. Your health, your choice.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin, we'll recap the Huskers game with Kansas State, and our special guest will be injured Husker quarterback Sam Keller.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club, training volleyball athletes for all levels of success. 402-706-4109. So on game number 1, Bancroft-Rosalie comes out on top, 25-21 over St. Francis. We are getting set for game number 2, but first, here are the stats from the first contest.
Bancroft-Rosalie's offense really heated up midway through that game. You can see they lead 9-4 in kills. Obviously, the assists correlate with that, but the digs of Bancroft-Rosalie, we saw the tremendous long rallies out there. So nice first match to start off the day.
Well, Susan Rollman will get things started for the Flyers here in game number 2, down 1-0 to Bancroft-Rosalie. These two teams, as we said off the top, have squared off once already this year. And Bancroft-Rosalie won that one 2-1. They beat St. Francis early in the year.
And there you got to see the left-handed swing of Shelby Beaudet, really getting things started off right away from the net.
Pushed outside, Mossbaugh tries the line, but wide.
Mossbaugh is very good at hitting different areas on the court. She just misses her mark a little bit there, but the line shot is one she's very good at as well.
It's really been a terrific year for the Panthers, and kind of that tenacity and the fortitude to battle back showed in game number 1 as Katie Stansberry pushes that across for the kill, but they're down early, or they take an early lead. So the Flyers come back on them and take a 5-point lead late in the match, and all of a sudden here comes the Panthers after a timeout to save game number 1. Outside Stansberry. Stansberry's long.
Stansberry didn't get a good clean hand contact on that, wasn't able to get on top of the ball, sent it long.
So 3-1 Panthers here in game number 2. Here's the serve of Kara Eisenmenger. Middle Mossbaugh, nice dig. They'll push it back out. Stansberry's kept up. In the middle. Baudette, just long. They'll call it just wide.
Just wide. It was a good spot, that open corner, and everything was really happening up tight to the net, pushing it deep. Just missed her mark.
Eisenmenger again with the serve. Anderson tried the angle and pushed to the back. Good save, good up. Bancroft-Rosalie getting to a lot of balls. Into the net.
Stansberry, the ball tight in the net. I think she got her shoulder in the net as she's turning off.
So I'll leave it at 3 now. St. Francis and Bancroft-Rosalie. Eisenmenger, a junior, 5'5" junior. She's a libero, serving. Overpass comes right back to him. Outside. Stansberry again with the kill.
Katie Stansberry took a little bit off, went to that 6 or that middle back zone, and was able to get it to fall.
So Kayleen Anderson, this 5'9" middle, she's a sophomore. 50 kills on the year for the Panthers. Into the net again. Pass a little tight to the net and forced her to run into it.
And really, it's a difficult rotation there. Kelsey Foltz is running up from deep in the left back corner, trying to get up and turn and set. Very difficult rotation.
Straight from the back row of Foltz. Pushed across. Beaudet. Now Foltz again, and Foltz this time. Kelsey Foltz with her, Kim Foltz with the kill.
Foltz sneaks it underneath the blocker's hands. She gets it to hit the hands, but has enough spin on it and the angle to roll it right along the net. Great shot there.
Back row, Gokin doesn't get it down. Outside to Foltz. Quick in the middle, Beaudet with the kill right in the middle.
You got to credit there Megan Stansberry, though. She went up after that ball, held the blocker with her. That gave Beaudet a easier swing one-on-one.
Panthers by 2 here in game number 2. Panthers took game 1, 25-21. Outside, Stansberry long.
Stansberry trying to go that deep corner, trying to catch the fingertips of the block.
Here's Mossbaugh. Gokin can't get that one to go. Outside, and the swing along, point Panthers. So 7-5 now, Bancroft-Rosalie. And back to serve for the Panthers, Katie Stansberry, the senior outside hitter. Mossbach tries to chase it down, but an ace by Stansberry.
Stansberry again serving tough from the baseline. She's really is aggressive back there. She's also, I like to see that power she comes at with her swing at the net as well.
Katie Stansberry second in the team in kills despite being 5'8". And another point there for the Panthers.
Great decision by Gokin. Here we get a chance to see again, taking it off to the side and making the defense pursue.
And with the Panthers having a 4-point lead, Dean Corus will take another timeout. Corus, as we said, has his team in the championship match for the 4th consecutive year. 18th trip overall to state. They were the runner-up last year after winning it back-to-back years in 2004 and 2005. Well, Thursday, November 29th on NET television, take a master's class in murder. Nebraska Wesleyan University crime scene investigators in training learn there is more at stake in this case than getting a good grade. Plus, go to court with the team of Nebraska's CSIs as they build the case against a killer who made sure the victim would never be found. Watch NET's documentary Murder House Thursday, November 29th, 7 Central. And an ace there by the Panthers.
A little change up there on her serve, a little top spin, drops in front of the passers. Just got to move their feet, communicate.
Said earlier, Stansberry, a dynamic player for being 5'8", and she's even more dynamic given that she's just 5'6".
And there again, just a little bit under the ball. Morgan Knippel just got too anxious, got underneath the ball, sent it long.
Kim Foltz serves now. Tipped across, another nice up. Boy, Bancroft-Rosalie keeping the ball off the ground. And a kill in the middle by Paige Gokin one more time.
Paige Gokin keeps her string going. She's doing a tremendous job up the net, mixing it up, but just strong and aggressive on her swing. She's got a great team behind her, keeping the ball alive, so she has more opportunities.
Rollman block back, Gokin again there.
Triple block, but Gokin, like you said, right in the middle of that, kind of the main force. Strong hands, right back at Rollman.
Stansberry serves.
Great save.
And on the overpass, tipped over. Emily German there.
Good decision by German, came right back out. Instead of pounding it back, she just takes it and dumps it down to an open area on the court. Great court vision.
Bancroft-Rosalie up by 5 now, make it 5, 12-7 here in game 2. There's Kelsey Foltz's serve. Back row, the left-handed swing of Bodette. Rollman with the roll shot, kept alive. Outside Nipple. Nipple kept up. Great diving save by German.
Both teams, I am very impressed with their defensive pursuit. Defense wins games, and they're both doing a tremendous job.
Up again, Nipple there.
Great save.
Pushed across to the back, and a nice heads-up play by Gokin. Saw that open area and just floated it back there on the second hit.
Just the level of play, though, between these two teams. Their organization, their discipline, and their pursuit of balls is very impressive.
And Gokin one more time with an ace. We'll give her the ace.
Doing a great job, as you mentioned, front row as well as the back row, contributing from all areas.
14-7. Outside Rollman, pushed across, Anderson there. Bodette sends it across. Now German with the tip. German tries the tip again.
Great play out of the net. Wow.
And that time Rollman puts it away, and it falls on the Bancroft-Rosalie side. Point for the Flyers.
Rollman really wanting to try and get her team's offense going. They've been really pursuing balls, but not getting up in situations they can run their offense. When they did, Rollman was able to put it to the floor.
Bodette sends that across, and Bodette found the open area right in the donut.
Bodette stayed on the floor, didn't even jump, but did a great job contacting the ball high, wrist snap, drops it in the middle in front of all the defenders.
Morgan Nipple with the serve off the net. Kept up by Mossbach. Set outside. They'll go to Stansberry. Stansberry just long.
Stansberry, again, very aggressive up the net, pops real well, as you mentioned, only 5'8", but gets up there, and it's just a real power pack on the outside.
So Kara Eisenmenger, the libero, back to serve once again for the Lady Flyers. Outside set, Stansberry to Stansberry, and that time blocked back.
Moshba and I believe Melanie Vike both got their hands on it and shot it right back.
Eisenmenger's serve, handled by Anderson, but not well enough. Into the net. So a 4-point advantage now by the Panthers. 15-11. Eisenmenger again. Back row. And the swing by Gokin is long. 3 straight now for Humphrey St. Francis. And that'll have Rebecca James up off the bench. And Rebecca James will call a timeout for Bancroft-Rosalie. Well, you can watch as Nebraska volleyball emerges as a national power in Dream Like a Champion, the story of Nebraska volleyball. That will air Tuesday night, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET and NET HD. You can relive all of Nebraska volleyball's national championship wins, including the Dream match at the Quest Center last December. We appreciate the leadership and the vision of Coach Terry Pettit. You can see the competitive spirit of John Cook as he prepares his team for a championship run. To win, Nebraska volleyball must dream like a champion. You can mark your calendar one more time. Tuesday, December 4th at 8 p.m. This special documentary presentation is produced by NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. That should be a good one.
Should be awesome.
I can talk to a lot of former players, and you get to follow and relive the history of Nebraska volleyball. And take a look at some of the other documentaries NET has put together. This right in the line of so many of those great ones.
Definitely, and they even talk to opponents, coaches from opposing teams, national powerhouses also, and what it's like to play Nebraska. So very well done.
Well, Katie Stansberry with a nice job there with the kill, and that slowed the run of the Lady Flyers. So now 16-12.
Exactly what Coach James wanted to happen out of the timeout.
Right off the net and down, point Flyers.
And again, a big smile there by Fultz. Sometimes it's just the luck of the net.
That's right. Tasha Wimhoff, setter now, will serve. Big swing, and Bodette just in on that back line. Make that Katie Stansberry.
Stansberry on the outside, swinging aggressively. There she was able to get on top of it and keep it inside the baseline.
Now Bodette back to serve. And Bodette's serve is just wide. Just wide.
And just what the Flyers need, another little chance to get back there and chip away.
So Mosbaugh now back to serve. Down by 3. Free ball for the Flyers to work with. And they'll go to Rollman.
Great pursuit on defense.
And the finish by Stansberry.
Stansberry swings big and she celebrates big as she comes back, gets her team back in the center. The big fist pump in the middle, she provides a lot of energy to this team.
Rollman. Stansberry will set in the middle. Gokin block back. And the swing that time by Katie Stansberry is long. There's Dean Corus in his 24th year as the head coach of the Lady Flyers, and that one goes into the net.
And they just worked hard, got that ball back, and that's really, they need to get something going. A missed serve really kind of deflates and takes that momentum pretty quick.
Roman's just wide off that, long off the back line.
Roman really worked hard to get herself in position to get be an eligible attacker. Just couldn't get on top of it there.
So another timeout by Dean Corus. Wants to talk it over as they are Bancroft-Rosalie 5 away and up by 5 away from going up 2-0. Well, Tuesday night at 7 Central, join Kevin Kugler and Adrian Fiala for Big Red Wrap-Up, Nebraska's only statewide weekly sports program. They'll have analysis and highlights of that game coming up later today, Nebraska and K-State. Big Red Wrap-Up brings you inside the game of Husker football. You don't want to miss it. Tuesday night, 7 Central on NET1 or live on the web on netnebraska.org. Sam Keller is going to be the guest on this week's show, so that should be interesting to hear what he has to say after the match as well, after the game as well. Or maybe he's going to comment on the match, I don't know.
Great shot there by Roland. Deep corner was open, found it. Exactly what her team needed out of the timeout.
Here's Kelsey Foles, the senior, with the serve. Gokin blocked back. Free ball for the Flyers. They'll go to Roman in the middle. All she can do is push that across. A little closer, we're going to have a lift called on Bancroft-Rosalie. Another point for the Flyers. They're now to within 3. So Kelsey Foles, the setter and senior outside hitter. She hits from the outside and sets both. When she's in the back row, she becomes the setter. Gokin, dug by Mosbach. German swing is a little long, no tip. Point Bancroft-Rosalie.
Mosbach is stuck in the back row right now. They have been unable to rotate and get her up to the front to try and produce some more offense. Roman's been working hard, but can't get through and can't get that ball back.
We've seen that in back-to-back games now when Mosbach has gone to the back row. They have struggled offensively. Still doing a very nice job defensively at getting the balls and sending them back over, but they don't have that big player up top front that's going to terminate with one swing.
And just how the lineups have been set, and that puts Gokin in the front row when Mosbach's in the back, and she's been such a dynamic attacker today.
Anderson, back row. Stansberry into the net.
Katie Stansberry is hitting from the back row here, doesn't quite get the ball high enough, sends it into the net.
So here's Susan Roman, the junior middle with the serve. Stansberry goes outside, and a big swing by the lefty Shelby Bodette, and the kill.
Big swing there. As you mentioned, lefty blockers need to remember that and adjust according. Look at all the lines she had to swing at.
Morgan Nipple with the serve. Outside, Mosbach back in the front, but swings just wide.
Mosbach trying to get things going, trying offensively. Good, powerful swing, just missed.
Nipple serves again. 23-18, 2 away. Mosbach sets behind her. That's pushed back. Outside to Stansberry. Finally a swing, Stansberry off the top of the block. German up.
Another one of these long rallies. Both teams very disciplined, doing a tremendous job.
Mosbach, big swing. That's sent back at her by Nipple. Nice up by Nipple both times. And blocked back, as I said, a little too close to the net for Stansberry to handle. Big point for the Flyers.
Really trapped Stansberry in there when you got a huge block like Mosbach across the net. She also had help there from Melanie Vick. It's tough to do anything with the ball.
Eisenmenger now serves. Stansberry in on the line. Cross court, what a shot by Stansberry.
Great shot. She goes up hard, drops the shoulder, cuts it across, and hits the sideline. Here you get a chance to look. You can see the rotation of the hand, creates that angle shot.
So game point. Boy, Mosbach took care of that herself.
Exactly.
Off the serve, saw the open area and tried to get it there.
And great decision. The server was back deeply, and she sent the ball right back to that zone, pushing her to hurry.
So still game point for the Panthers. St. Francis down for it 24-20. Panthers trying to go up 2 games to none. Now we're going to have a lift called on the Panthers. And a timeout by Rebecca James of Bancroft-Rosalie. They'll talk things over here as they are 1 away from game point, going up 2-0. Well, if you enjoy sports action like you're watching now, I'd like to invite you to join the NET Sports Partners Club. When you become a member of the Sports Partners Club, your gift will help us continue delivering your favorite action. College baseball, basketball, volleyball like you're seeing today, high school championships. You can join now by logging on to netnebraska.org/sports. Join now and receive a charter member gift certificate, a duffel bag, a poster of Matt Davison's famous sketch. You can get all that by just logging on to netnebraska.org/sports to become a charter member of the NET Sports Partners Club today. Game point, Bancroft-Rosalie. Rollman pushes it back over. Well, where they go? In the middle, to the lefty, kept alive. Katie Stansberry couldn't get that down. And that one's into the net. So identical scores in game number 1 and game 2. Bancroft-Rosalie, the Panthers, take a 2 games to none lead by scores of 25-21.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
Energy efficiency is important to us all. At Nebraska Public Power District, we're committed to helping everyone use less energy through new technologies like this compact fluorescent light bulb. Because when you reduce your energy costs, we all win. This message brought to you by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. Time Warner Cable, proud to provide the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships through Nebraska On Demand, available on Channel 101. And by Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. Well, great to have you with us here this morning from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska. The NSAA Volleyball Championships and Bancroft-Rosalie in Class D1 on top. Here's a look at the stats through 2 games.
Definitely in Bancroft-Rosalie's favor. They've really got their offense going, and particularly in game 2, Humphrey St. Francis struggled getting their offense going. The digs, both teams playing very scrappy defense, pursuing balls. Really a very well-played match.
Morgan Nipple will start things off for game number 3. Outside, who are they going to go to? Mosbach, into the net.
She really didn't get her body to the ball as she reaching outside her body line. Tough to make that shot.
Again, back at her one more time on that left side. A good dig there by Morgan Nipple. In the middle, block back. A really nice job of both of these squads of keeping things alive, and we're going to have it into the net, calling the Flyers.
Mosbach is working hard up at the net. It's fun to see her up there. She's really pursuing. That time she just reached a little more aggressively and caught her arms and then tape.
Outside, we'll go in the middle that time. Katie Vogt with the swing. And that's off the block of Mosbach and down.
Kaylee Anderson takes the angle and catches the weak or inner arm of Mosbach and gets it to fall. Rolled it right along the tape.
This time outside of Mosbach, flips it across. Nipple good up. Outside. And this time wide. So the 3-0 lead that Bancroft-Rosalie had, they give one back, and it's now 3-1. In game number 3 of the D1 State Championship, Bancroft-Rosalie, Humphrey St. Francis, the first of 6 state championships we'll have from the Pershing Auditorium for you throughout the day on NET. Larry Putney along with Kathy Wieskamp and the entire NET Sports production crew. And there in the middle, a big block once again by Mosbach.
Mosbach there, that's what she wants to do up there, and they've got to have her be able to be effective while she's up front, because a couple rotations, she'll be in the back.
Eisenmenger. Outside, Katie Stansberry, but into the net. Called once again on the Flyers.
I believe Kim Foltz, as she rotated off the net to play defense, caught her shoulder up in the net.
So Anderson now back to serve. Kayleen Anderson, 5'9", just a sophomore. Pushed in the middle. The lefty swing is just wide from Bodette.
Bodette's got that hard angle there as a lefty swinging. Wasn't able to keep it in.
Well, back to serve is Tasha Wimhoff, sophomore setter for Humphrey St. Francis and the Lady Flyers. Stansberry, block back and it down, point for the Flyers.
Try to use the block and get it to go out of bounds, but as you can see, it came right back in. She's going at their hands, lands right inside the sideline.
All even at 4 here in game 3. Bodette block back. Stansberry block. Mosbach. Back out to Stansberry again. Into the net. Third time this third game the Flyers have been into that. Those are easy points, and it's 5-4.
And part of it, that is they feel under pressure now to be more aggressive, and that's causing just some of those slight incidental errors that you don't normally see.
Start to push a little bit when you're down 2-0. Mosbach there, though, uses that line and very wisely right down the line. Not a big swing, but very effective.
But again, just a smart decision. She takes a little bit off, good control of the ball, does what she needs to do.
Anderson. Free ball here for the Flyers. Middle, Roman tips it. Roman tried the block, And off the hands of Kim Foltz, and a point for the Panthers. Back to serve now, Katie Stansberry. Stansberry, the 5'6" outside hitter. You've seen a lot of her this morning. Outside Rollman. Good up.
Quick try there to take that over by Stansberry. Coming back, thought she'd try to change it up. Just didn't keep the ball high enough. But a good idea.
So back to serve now, Kim Foltz at 6'6". On the slide. Block back. Bodette couldn't get that across, and there was Rollman. Kim Foltz now still with the serve. 7-6 St. Francis. One of their rare leads in the match. They led for a period in game number 1, but the Panthers controlled game number 2. And now they're up by 2.
Yeah, good solid block adjustments. Really, Bancroft-Rosalie is really trying to use Gokin in front and behind, but the Flyers are really doing a nice job keeping track and putting up a solid block.
Go to Gokin again. She tries the tip. Foltz is there. And Knipple.
Great shot there. Knipple really sneaks that around the hands of the blockers and gets it right into the area that would be protected by that block. You get a chance to look again. She's up, sneaks it right through.
Nice job by Morgan Knipple, the senior. In the middle, Rollman. That's blocked back. Good up Mosbach. Can they keep it alive? No.
Tough ball there by Roman. She's communicating with her setter, and that's a sign of a great team. We need a little bit more room off the net. Big block of the Panthers is tough to get by if I don't have some room.
Megan Stansberry now with the serve. Wimhoff sets Rollman in the middle. That's blocked back. Gokin there.
Good adjustment. They made the adjustment, but just the strong block up in the front row of Bancroft-Rosalie is really frustrating the Flyer attackers.
Like Gokin and Anderson both there on the big block for the Panthers, and Rebecca James's squad comes back to even it 8-8 between St. Francis and the Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie. Well, for more than 50 years, NET has been part of this state's history, bringing local news from across the state, documentaries that affect Nebraskans, and statewide coverage of high school and collegiate sports. Help us continue the quality of local programming on NET television. With your support, we'll continue to enrich lives of all Nebraskans. Visit netnebraska.org or call 1-800-634-6788. We're in game number 3 of the Class D1 State Championship, the first match of the day. There's a great look at some fans. Couldn't tell whether that was Bancroft-Rosalie. It looked like Humphrey St. Francis Lady Flyer colors. In the middle, pushed across Rollman, blocked back. Gokin again.
Gokin right there, playing strong again. But again, Rollman frustrated, a little low on her set, trying to do something with it, wants to get her team back on track, but frustrated right now. You can see it on her face.
2 hits. Wimhoff called. 11-8, 3-point advantage now Bancroft-Rosalie.
Wimhoff's in a tough rotation here. She's running again from left back corner, trying to get all the way up, avoid the ball, and then get square to make the set.
Wow.
She's doing a lot. Not a lot of time to do it in. Great defense by Knipple.
Wimhoff sets middle. That's Rollman, and she gets it this time.
That's it. She said, that's what I want. Keep it up. That was a good one. And great communication there. It's good to see that teams are really talking and working collectively together to perform their best.
Kelsey Foles. Free ball. See what the Flyers do with it. They go Rollman in the middle, and Rollman dug Megan Stansberry, no, out of bounds. I thought she got that up.
Yeah, kind of hard to see where her spot. Rollman, nice job though. She took it across her body, rolled the shot to the left, the right side of the court. Very nice decision.
Gokin can't get that down. Rollman sends it back across. Now they'll go to Anderson. Anderson into the net.
Anderson not quite there with their feet, and the ball contact was a little low, causing it to go in the net.
All even at 11. Game 3, and Bancroft-Rosalie on top, 2 games none. Pushed across by Morgan Knippel. Block back is Gokin.
Great play out of the net again by Knippel. She's doing a tremendous job.
Rollman tips right along the tape and out. Wow, it just took one too many rotations along the top of that tape.
And she's trying everything out there to get some more offense generated. Things just aren't clicking right now.
And an ace.
They're clicking though, however, for Gokin. She has had a tremendous finals match so far. Strong serve here, creating it very difficult receive for this Humphrey St. Francis squad.
Kept alive. Gokin will send it across. See what the Panthers do here. Go in the middle. Now outside, German can't get it down. Anderson punches it across into the net, called on the Flyers. Make it 4 times here in game number 3.
Again, the team really is a little bit frustrated with just some of those, but again, they're just playing hard, they're playing aggressive, and that's what's creating some of those just slight miscues.
Paige Gokin serves to Rollman behind the center.
Nice shot there by Rollman down the line. She worked very hard through that series across the front row, trying everything to get the offense generated that her team needs.
So 14-12 now. Panthers on top. Rollman serves. Outside, down the line, and just wide.
Tough, hard to see from here, but a nice shot decision there by Bodette.
Certainly looked in from here. Of course, we may not have the best angle.
It's all about perspective.
That's exactly right. Big swing, Mossbach. That was long.
Mossbach, too. She knows her team needs her to step up here. She keeps working hard at it. Things getting a little bit off.
Outside Mossbach, right in front of Knippel.
Everything on there, that's what she wants, that's what this team needs. She's done that all season long. She's playing very strong at the net. She drives in hard and very powerful swing.
Eisenmenger serves. 15-14, Panthers. Outside, Stansberry can't get that down. Free ball for the Panthers to work with. They'll go in the middle. Bodette into the net.
Bodette being a lefty, the ball's got to cross her body to get to her hitting shoulder as they line up in relationship to the setter. If it's set tight, it's hard for her to get there.
All even at 15. Off the top of the block. Outside, Anderson. Anderson tools the block and gets a kill.
Great job there by Anderson. She's prepared. It's like she knew they were setting Timmy. She was off and had a nice hard approach in and just split the hands of the blocker.
So Anderson now will go back to serve. Mossbach middle, big swing out of the net. Nice work.
Great
Panthers.
plays out of the net by Bancroft-Rosalie.
Knippel kept it alive. Free balls for the Flyers to work with, but they're digging Mossbach right now, and Mossbach long. Mosbach is working awfully hard, and the Panthers are making her work for every point.
And she feels the immediacy of we've got to get something going here. Really, it's a tight game. It just needs to relax. Just do what you always do and focus on 1 point at a time.
Roll shot by Foltz didn't go. See what they do this time. Foltz will give them a free ball, so the Panthers with something to work with. Outside, Dansbeck, no, blocked back. Tipped across, pushed and down. What a tip.
Definitely, just great decision, great court vision, and able to execute. Here you go, just saving it. That left hand comes in handy, going up after the ball. Great job by Burdett.
Shelby Bodette with the tip, and that gives Bancroft-Rosalie the 18-15 lead. Well, if you'd like a DVD copy of the 2007 High School Volleyball Championships, you can log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET or call 1-800-868-1868. NET Television is Nebraska's home for sports. Long day here at the Pershing Center of High School Volleyball, and we will have 6 state champions crowned. Bancroft-Rosalie trying to become the first. They're 7 points away from winning their first ever state championship. Bancroft-Rosalie not only has never won a state championship, has never been in a state championship match until today.
But right now they're leading 2-0 and up 18. That's 18-16 at this point. Here you get a chance to see that again. And Mosbach, she can make a difference. She gets the touch and gets the ball to her team.
Tasha Wimhoff with the serve off the top of the tape and down. What a great break by Wimhoff.
Good bounce, taking it. Those little things just sometimes give you a little extra boost of energy. And they're really things that just happen. Nobody really has control in that situation.
Panthers by 2 now at 18-17. 2 straight points out of that timeout, just what the Flyers needed. They'll go to Mosbach in the middle. Big swing, and Mosbach with the kill.
Block was there, but Mosbach comes with so much power. She blew him at the hands off the net and gets it to fall right down the front of the blocker's hand.
All even at 18. Crowd re-energized, and so are the Flyers. Outside, Stansberry, block back. Mosbach sends it back again.
Great up.
Mosbach going on the floor to get it up. Mosbach into the net.
Mosbach tried to turn that, good idea. Just the contact of the ball too low, takes it into the bottom of the net. You can see on her face her frustration. She really wants this one and knows they need to have this one to stay alive.
And they'll go to her outside, and she delivers that time.
But the thing that happens here that moves her to the back row. And Roman really struggled last series through the front, not by any other, it just happened. She worked hard up there, just wasn't clicking.
See what happens all even at 19 as Mosbach moves to the back row and how it might impact the Flyers. Joust at the net, Roman tipped it across. Outside, Stansberry, wide, long, make it long.
Stansberry's really got to get up to get on top of that ball, being only 5'6". She's got to take a little off, a little wrist snap. She'll get that ball right in the inside that court where she wants it.
Lady Flyers with the lead now. Gokin can't deliver. On the slide, Gokin again. Boy, nice defense by both teams. Yes. Outside, Stansberry off the top of the block. Tipped, kept alive again, but we'll call a lift this time on the Panthers. Humphrey St. Francis now with a 2-point lead at 21-19. And we'll have a timeout called by Rebecca James. I'll be sure to watch as Nebraska volleyball emerges as a national power in Dream Like a Champion. The story of Nebraska volleyball. It'll air Tuesday night, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET and NET HD. You can Relive all of Nebraska volleyball's national championship wins, including the dream match at the Quest Center just last December. You can appreciate the leadership and the vision of Coach Terry Pettit. See the competitive spirit of John Cook as he prepares his team for that championship run. To win, Nebraska volleyball must dream like a champion. Mark your calendar. Tuesday, December 4th, 8 p.m. on NET1 and NET HD. It's a special presentation of NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. Game 3, Humphrey St. Francis, Bancroft-Rosalie. St. Francis up by 2 and block back. Big block there. Kelsey Foltz.
Foltz and Roman, but I think by the looks of things, Foltz got pretty much all that ball. Here you get a chance to see, and again, just adding that energy and motivation to her team. It's fun to see him celebrate.
3 away from keeping it alive is St. Francis. Pushed outside, Foltz again. Nice swing and a kill. Paige Gokin.
Gokin coming up big right when they need it, trying to get that ball back, trying to stop the run of the Flyers. She's been tough today.
22-20, Stansberry serves. Pushed outside, Roman. Roman got a good hand on it. Roman with the kill.
She got up on now. She's there early, but good hang. Gets on top of the ball here. Get you to see, hangs, and drops it right in the middle of the court.
And the second timeout called by Rebecca James. Talking things over with her Panthers of Bancroft-Rosalie as St. Francis 2 away from extending this to a game 4. Well, if you'd like a DVD copy of this 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships, log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET or call 1-800-868-1868. NET, Nebraska's home for sports, and we'll have DVDs of every state championship throughout the day. Give us a call and order yours today. 23-20, St. Francis. Outside to Knippel, she sends it across. Wimhoff tried the dump kill. On the slide, Gokin goes around. Sent back.
Great hustle.
Free ball Flyers. Outside, German.
Another one of these long rallies.
Gokin, the tip, kept alive. Great job out of the net. And a nice dive saving that one, Tasha Wimhoff. Back outside, Knippel. And Knippel gets the kill.
Set too long in the hand. That first contact you receive, it's legal to have a double contact, but if it sits in there too long, and that's why that was called.
23-21 now. Flyers still with the advantage. Rollman blocked. Right back at her by Paige Gokin.
Paige Gokin matching up with Roman. Tough battle at the net.
Megan Stansberry now to serve, down 1. Left side, Kelsey Foltz, and Kelsey Foltz puts St. Francis within 1 of the game.
Kind of a two-handed push at the block. Blockers early, and as you can see, they're up. They actually take it down in front of them as they go to the floor.
Now Foltz to serve. Game point, into the net. 24-23. You gotta win by 2, still game point for the Flyers.
Flyers can side out here and put it to an extra game.
Paige Gokin, that's pushed across, Flyers free ball. Sent across by Bodette. They'll go middle. Bodette gets the kill, 24-all.
Great job there by Bodette. That lefty, the swing, comes across, pushes it here. We're gonna go long.
24-all. Into the net, Flyers into the net again. So now, not only game point, but championship point for Bancroft-Rosalie.
And Paige Gokin, who's had a phenomenal game, back to serve to try and finish it.
Back Rollman. Rollman just in on the line. Sends it to 25 apiece.
And that moves Mashba in and to the front row. You got to know they're going to key in on her, but Mashba is somebody who's going to step up and to the challenge.
Blocked back, pushed across. Mosbach, who else? Good dig. Joust. Kept alive by the Panthers. Free ball Flyers. Look for Mosbach. There she is. Long, no touch.
Out by about 6 inches. Trying to go hard for that deep shot she's been so effective with. Just a little bit long.
Game point, match point, championship point. Morgan Knippel serves for it. Good dig, Knippel. Mosbach again, tipped. This time the tip works. Smart play, Mosbach.
Takes it back to the setter, and Megan Stansbury gets her hand on it. Can't pop it up, however.
So we have at least 2 more points here in game number 3, D1 state championship match. St. Francis, Bancroft-Rosalie. Outside Foltz. In the other side, Stansbury couldn't get it down. Foltz again, rolled it. Outside Stansbury. Nope. Mosbach.
Great up.
And a kill in the middle. That looked like the left hand of Shelby Bodette. We're blocked a bit.
The officials blocked my view, but I agree. I think she's the one popping in the middle. She just exhausted that long rally, you can see.
So 3rd championship point for the Panthers. Outside, Stansbury. Kept alive, Flyers. Foltz into the net. Bancroft-Rosalie wins its first ever state volleyball championship.
Doesn't get any better than that. What a great start to the day. This match was a well-played match by both teams.
Back and forth, and Bancroft-Rosalie wins it, and the tears from head coach Rebecca James, bringing home the school's first ever volleyball trophy. They'd never been in a championship match. The first time they get here, they win it. 28-26 in game number 3.
That's what high school sports is all about.
Well, congratulations to Bancroft-Rosalie. The Panthers finished the season 30-2 and to win their first ever state championship over Humphrey St. Francis. The trophy presentation when we come back.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs, and that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
Join NET's Sports Partners Club and be a part of a team that delivers Nebraska sports coverage to your home. As a club member, you can receive a member certificate, a club duffel bag, a signed Matt Davison poster, and more. Don't be a spectator, be a team member. Join NET's Sports Partners Club today.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club, training volleyball athletes for all levels of success. 402-706-4109. Well, the first championship of the day is in the books, and it's Bancroft-Rosalie coming out on top, winning its first ever state championship over Humphrey St. Francis in 3, 25-21, 25-21, and in game number 3, 28-26. Our public address announcer is Dwight Weiniger. His friends call him Doc, so here's Dwight.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is delighted to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Dr. Bob Resnicek from Omaha West Side, Jay Beller from Battle Creek, and U.S. Bank Representative Dolores Terway. Here are the awards for Class D1 runner-up, Humphrey St. Francis High School. Will head coach Dean Corris and your assistant please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Alyssa Jarez. Number 2, Molly McPhillips. Number 3, Leah Eisenmenger. Number 4, Emily German. Number 7, Natalie Pfeiffer. Number 8, Jill Besh. Number 9, Melanie Vike. Number 10, Tasha Wimhoff. Number 11, Susan Rollman. Number 12, Kelsey Foltz. Number 13, Jenny Wimhoff. Number 14, Kim Foltz. Number 16, Rebecca Mosbach. Number 21, Kara Eisenmenger. And now, all of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Humphrey St. Francis High School. And now, to the champions from Bancroft-Rosalie High School. First, head coach Rebecca James, we have a special award for you. And now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 1, Megan Stansberry. Number 2, Morgan Knipple. Number 3, Katie Stansberry. Number 5, Aisleen Marr. Number 7, Paige Gokin. Number 8, Shelby Bodette. Number 9, Katie Vogt. Number 10, Taylor Ostrand. Number 11, Tracy Newman. Number 12, Mackenzie Knippel. Number 13, Aaron Butler. Number 15, Ingrid Larson. Number 17, Chelsea Saul. And number 22, Kayleen Anderson. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here's the 2007 class D1 State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Bancroft-Rosalie High School.
And congratulations to both teams for getting here today in the D1 State Championship game and the first ever state championship for that squad right there, the Panthers. We'll be back to chat with the champs from the Pershing in Lincoln.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's a good block at the net. It's an ace on the first serve. It's the cheer of the crowd and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride.
Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us.
Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Huskers game with Kansas State, and our special guest will be injured Husker quarterback Sam Keller.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
When you need a touch of class.
Can you dig that?
Try a little Crystal.
Why him? Billy can sing, he can act, he directs, he even caters sometimes.
Now that's a brave actor.
Yes, yes! Hey, you laughing at me?
Don't miss this all-star tribute to the life and laughs of Billy Crystal.
Does this mean I have to retire now?
When the Kennedy Center presents the Mark Twain Prize.
Monday night at 8 Central Time on NET1.
And welcome back to the Pershing Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. A day full of state high school championships in Nebraska volleyball. And in Class D1, our first champion has already been crowned. Bancroft-Rosalie knocks off Humphrey St. Francis 25-21 in Game 1, 25-21 in Game 2. And an exciting game number 3. Bancroft-Rosalie comes from behind to win it 28-26 over the Humphrey St. Francis Lady Flyers. And congratulations go out to Dean Corus and his squad. The 4th consecutive year they've made it to the finals of the Class D1 state championship, 18th trip overall, and for the 2nd straight year they finish as the runner-up after winning it in 2004 and 2005. But for Rebecca James and her squad, it's a first ever for Bancroft-Rosalie, a state championship. They're taking the trophy back to Northeast Nebraska, and the Panthers are state champs. Let's go down to Kathy and head coach Rebecca James.
Hi, I'm here with Coach James. Congratulations. First time to the finals, come out with the championship. It's got to be a great feeling and a great accomplishment to your season.
Yes, it is. It's the only way that, you can win the season like this is to win a state championship, and these girls have worked hard for this all year long. This has been their goal, to get here and then to get business done. So I'm so proud of those girls out there. They're so good. They're awesome.
You had a lot of seniors on your team. Talk about the senior leadership out there on the court this season.
Yep, it's been wonderful. We had 6 seniors, and they pushed each other in practice. They pushed the younger ones, to work harder. And without their leadership, we couldn't have done this today.
You had quite a challenge. You had a game that finished about 10 o'clock last night. Had to come and play the first one. How did you get your girls prepared? It looked like they kept things rolling. They didn't look fatigued at all. What did you say to them last night when you knew you had to get up pretty early this morning?
Well, we made them go to bed right away. We said, you need to go to sleep. And then, they were fired up and focused on their own. We didn't have to say much. Humphrey St. Francis has kind of been a rivalry between our 2 schools, and so they were focused. They wanted to come out here and get it done today, and so they went to bed and they were fired up on their own, which was easy for me.
As a coach, you gotta love to see that when your kids take control of their own destiny, they also take that leadership responsibility, and as a coach, you just get to go along for the ride.
Yep, it's been a great ride, and these girls deserve it.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy. I'm gonna get a chance to talk to your team.
Okay, thank you.
Paige Gokin, come on in here. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Feeling pretty happy right now.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Yeah.
Hey, it looked like in the middle of game 1, you just said, okay, we're going to take care of business and get this done. What turned things around for you up at the net?
Well, we've played Humphrey St. Francis forever and ever, and last year they beat us and we couldn't go to state. So this year I was just like, no, we have to beat them,
Coach said that's kind of a rivalry for you. You've played them. You know they're a strong program. It's got to be fun to come out here your first time in the finals and to come out on top.
Yeah, it was crazy great. I loved it so much, and I'm just enjoying it.
You are only a junior, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so again, what advice as you go into the next year, how this felt telling the next group what it could be like again?
Oh, it's going to be crazy. I just tell them, just have fun and do your thing, that's what you got to do.
Well, enjoy. Congratulations.
Thank
you. Miss Baudet.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That left hand kind of came in handy. You really seemed to get the blockers off balance by coming up with that left hand. Has that been something that's really been effective all year?
Yeah, they don't really know because there's not a lot of left-hand middle, so when I go up, then it's a little different for them to block, and yeah, it helps.
Definitely, it's got to feel great, especially after a big challenge in your first 2 games, playing late last night.
Yeah, we just made sure, went home, go to bed, then got up and ready to go, so.
Well, congratulations. A great job by your team. Enjoy your championship.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Ms. Stansbury. It's got to be fun. Senior running this team as a setter. You have so many attackers to utilize out there on the court. All season long, they've been there for you?
Yep. It's kind of nice. Usually one team's just have one good hitter, but I can set to any person out on the floor and they'll get the job done.
Your team plays such tremendous defense, pursuing balls, keeping them up, giving you a chance to get somebody the ball to get an attack. Has that been a main focus of you as you're training this year and on your team?
Yeah. In practice, we do a lot of defensive drills and try to work on placing the ball too. So.
It's got to be fun to go out on top. You went on a 27-game winning streak. You got to top that off, making it 28 tonight. As a senior, talking again to the kids coming up next year, what advice would you give those kids as they step into the court next year?
Never give up and play with heart.
I think that's great advice. Congratulations. We saw that from you today. Enjoy your championship.
Thank you.
Got one Stansberry here. Congratulations. It is so fun to watch you out on the court. You're full of energy. 5'6", you're matching up with a lot of big blockers across the net. It's got to be fun going up after it.
It was lots of fun, and we have good setters. We had to work on working quick sets so that the big blockers couldn't get there, but it was lots of fun.
You face a big challenge, and we know it's a big rival of yours to play Humphrey St. Francis. It's got to feel pretty good out there just to know that you collectively as a team came through and did what you set out to do. Talk about the leadership that your team had, and again, the communications you had out on the court really seemed to make a difference.
It really did. Having like seniors on the team, like it actually would stay out and just work together and bring us all as a team, so.
It's got to mean a lot for your community. I saw them as they're taking pictures. Mom's dancing, taking photos. It's got to be fun. They got a big celebration planned when you guys go back.
I hope so. That would be so much fun. I would love it.
Well, you got the trophy. You better take that to your team. Enjoy that.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, great first start for this morning's match.
All right, thank you, Kathy. Once again, Bancroft-Rosalie, the Panthers are state champs in Class D1. The C1 championship is just around the corner. We'll be back at Pershing in just a moment.
Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Escalator or stairs? It may seem like an easy choice, but the hard truth is the illness and disease that result from inactivity cost about $76 billion a year to treat. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, we believe that cost is much too high, and not just in terms of money. So when it comes to keeping you healthy and keeping healthcare affordable, walking works. Your health, your choice.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
This fall on PBS, save your nights for the curvaceous.
It's really good.
And the outrageous.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's incredible. For the obsessed.
What I need to do the New York crossword puzzle. That's wonderful.
And the possessed.
You are sick, sick, sick indeed.
This fall, save your nights.
Bring it!
For PBS.
Next time on Wired Science, restless leg syndrome.
It sounds like a joke.
The real deal or a drug marketing opportunity? 50 years after Sputnik,
it's not really science so much anymore.
The big business of satellites. And a cool home science project takes off.
Wednesday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
Next time on Nature, meet Talkie and Sambu. When they were orphaned at 3 months old, veteran filmmaker Simon King became their surrogate mother.
How cool is that?
The next 4 years would lead Simon on an emotional roller coaster ride.
If we don't get to him soon, that's the end of him.
And allow us a rare glimpse at the precarious lives of cheetahs.
Sunday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
And welcome back to the Pershing Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the D1 state championship is in the books, and Bancroft-Rosalie has not only been in their first state championship match, now they have won their first ever state championship game. I'm Larry Putney along with Kathy Wieskamp. Great to have you with us for a day of state championships. And what an exciting moment it was for Bancroft-Rosalie to be in a situation like that where not only you're coming into your first state championship, so you have those jitters to deal with, girls who aren't used to being around, but then to win your first state championship what we saw afterwards was that was fun.
It was great. It was just a pile of girls screaming and excited and stuff. And it's fun too as you watch them take the photos as they're lined up at the end. Mothers are dancing out there and taking cameras. It's just a big win for the whole community, and that's the neat part about it. But the kids are so excited, and that's what it should be.
Let's take a look at the stats. These are the final stats, and as you might expect, Bancroft-Rosalie, the state champs, leading in the statistical categories as well.
Again, their aggressive offense, particularly in game one by Paige Gattikin, came out, really, Gokin, excuse me, and came out and really lit things up and got them going. But the defensive play, you can see both teams with a lot of digs. Bancroft-Rosalie coming out on top with 40. But both teams very defensively oriented, did a tremendous job. We saw a lot of long rallies out there, and it was really a well-played first game.
Well, and you could see where Humphrey St. Francis was really hurt when Mossbach went to the back row. And that's when Bancroft-Rosalie was able to put together some runs, especially in game number 2. I thought they did a better job in game number 3 when they really kept it even when Mossbach went to the back row. But that was kind of the difference, is the balance of that Bancroft-Rosalie team.
Right. They had so many people to go to, and if somebody wasn't on or somebody was being blocked, that gave them an opportunity to look elsewhere, to find some type of offense and generate some energy for their team. And you got to credit Stansbury for setting a great game out there.
And congratulations as well to Humphrey St. Francis, which is competing in their 4th consecutive state championship match. They won back-to-back state championships in 2003 and 4, and now, or 2004 and 5, and now in 6 and 7 they've finished runner-up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the tradition and that tells what a strong program it is. Dean Corus has continued to keep that program at the top level in their class and challenge and get a chance to be back here. And so many schools would love to have the opportunity to be here once. They've been here for 4 seasons in a row.
Right.
And again, Bancroft-Rosalie got that one chance, and they took advantage of it. You never know when you're going to get that chance again.
So the Class D1 state championship is in the books. Bancroft-Rosalie, your state champs. We have Class C1 just around the corner. That's the upset bracket. We'll tell you all about it when we come back at Pershing.